Welcome back to day 2 of our 7-day longevity challenge. I am absolutely thrilled to see so many of you returned after completing day 1. Seeing the comments section filling up with people committing to the morning flush is a testament to how ready we all are to take our health seriously. If you are just joining us, please make sure to go back and watch the day 1 video, because hydration is the foundation that allows everything else we discuss this week to actually work. But today we are shifting gears from hydration to the literal building blocks of your life. We are diving deep into a hidden crisis that I call the protein gap. If you are over the age of 60, you have likely noticed that your body feels different than it did 20 years ago. Perhaps you feel a bit more tired after a walk, or you have noticed that your clothes don't fit quite the same way, even if your weight hasn't changed. Many people are told by society, and sometimes even by their doctors, that losing strength and muscle is just an inevitable part of the aging process. They tell you it is just nature taking its course. But I am here to tell you that this is a dangerous myth. A major reason for this physical decline isn't just the candles on your birthday cake. It is the specific way you are fueling your body every single morning. The protein gap is a phenomenon where we eat enough total protein throughout the day, but we distribute it in a way that our aging bodies cannot use effectively. Most of us follow a traditional eating pattern where we have a very light breakfast, like a piece of toast or a small bowl of cereal. Then we have a modest lunch, and finally a huge portion of protein at dinner, like a steak or a large piece of chicken. While this might add up to 70 or 80 grams of protein by the end of the day, it is actually failing your muscles. Your body is not a storage tank for protein. It cannot save the extra protein from your big dinner to use the next morning. If you don't provide a significant amount of protein at every single meal, the biological machinery that maintains your muscles simply shuts down. To understand why this matters so much, we have to talk about a process called muscle protein synthesis. Think of your muscles as a building that is constantly under renovation. Every day, old bricks are taken out and new bricks are put in. To keep the building strong, you need the bricks, which are the amino acids from your food. But here is the catch for people over 60. Our bodies develop something called anabolic resistance. This means our muscles become less sensitive to the signals that tell them to grow and repair. When you were 20 years ago, you could eat a small amount of protein, and your body would immediately start building muscle. Now that you are over 60, you need a much higher dose of protein in a single sitting to overcome this resistance and flip the switch from muscle breakdown to muscle growth. This is why your breakfast is the most important intervention of your day. When you wake up after sleeping for 8 hours, your body is in a catabolic state. This means it is literally breaking down its own tissues for energy. If your first meal of the day is just carbohydrates like oatmeal with fruit or a piece of bread, you are giving your body fuel, but no repair materials. Your body will continue to eat its own muscle tissue to find the nutrients it needs for your heart and brain to function. Over months and years, this leads to sarcopenia, which is the clinical loss of muscle mass. Sarcopenia is not just about looks. It is the primary reason for falls, for fractures, and for the loss of independence that many seniors fear most. So for day 2 of our challenge, your specific mission is to close this gap. Your goal is to consume at least 30 to 35 grams of high-quality protein within 90 minutes of waking up. Now, I know that 30 grams might sound like a massive amount if you are used to a light breakfast, but 30 is the magic threshold. Science shows that for the senior population, 30 grams is the minimum amount required to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Anything less than that, and you are essentially stuck in that muscle-wasting state. Let's talk about what 30 grams actually looks like in your kitchen, because I want this to be practical for you. It could be a bowl of Greek yogurt with a scoop of high-quality collagen or whey protein stirred in. It could be a 3-egg omelet with a side of turkey sausage or smoked salmon. If you prefer plant-based options, you might need to combine things like black beans with high-protein grains and perhaps a plant-based protein shake. The goal is to flood your system with amino acids, particularly one called leucine. Leucine is like the foreman at the construction site. It is the specific amino acid that signals to your brain that it is time to start building muscle. Without enough leucine, the rest of the protein you eat just gets burned for energy instead of being used for repair. When you start hitting this 30-gram target every morning, you will notice a profound shift in your energy levels. Many of the mid-morning slumps we feel are actually blood sugar crashes caused by high-carb breakfasts. By starting with protein, you are stabilizing your blood sugar and providing your brain with steady long-term focus. You will also notice that your cravings for sweets in the afternoon will begin to disappear. When your body is properly nourished with amino acids in the morning, it stops sending out the emergency hunger signals that lead us to reach for cookies or chips later in the day. I want you to view your muscles as your longevity currency. Every pound of muscle you protect today is a shield against frailty in the future. We often spend so much time worrying about our heart health or our cholesterol levels, but we forget that the muscular system is the armor that protects our entire skeleton. Strong muscles mean better balance, more stable joints, and a faster metabolism. In fact, your muscles are the primary site where your body processes sugar. By maintaining your muscle mass, you are significantly reducing your risk of developing type 2 diabetes, which is one of the greatest threats to longevity after 60. I understand that changing a lifelong habit is difficult. Maybe you have been told for 40 years that eggs are bad for your heart, or that a light breakfast is the key to weight loss. The latest nutritional science has evolved, and we now know that for the vast majority of seniors, protein is the single most important macronutrient for maintaining a high quality of life. If you find it hard to eat a large meal early in the day, try a protein smoothie. You can blend a cup of almond milk with a scoop of protein powder, a spoonful of almond butter, and some spinach. It is easy to digest, and it hits that 30-gram target perfectly without making you feel overly full. The key to success in this 7-day challenge is not perfection, but consistency. You are not just eating a meal, you are sending a signal to your DNA. You are telling your body that you are not ready to decline. You are telling your cells that there is work to be done and that you are providing the materials to do it. This is how we rewrite the story of aging. We don't just accept weakness, we actively fight against it with every forkful of food. So today I have a task for you before you go to bed. Go to your pantry and your refrigerator. Look at what you have planned for breakfast tomorrow. Do the math. Does it reach 30 grams of protein? If not, what can you add? Can you add a side of cottage cheese? Can you stir some egg whites into your oatmeal while it cooks? Can you find a high-quality protein supplement to bridge the gap? Make a plan right now, because when you wake up tomorrow, your body is going to be waiting for those building blocks. I want to hear from you in the comments section today. Tell me what your high-protein breakfast plan is for tomorrow morning. Sharing your meal ideas is the best way to help others in this community who might be struggling for inspiration. I am reading every single one of your comments, and I am here to support you in closing this protein gap. Also, if you are finding value in this challenge, please hit the like button and share this video with a friend or a family member who needs to stay strong. We are building a movement of seniors who are reclaiming their vitality and proving that our later years can be our strongest years. Tomorrow, for day 3, we are going to talk about the perfect partner for protein. We are going to discuss the specific type of movement that tells your body exactly where to put those proteins to build bone density and functional strength. But for today, focus on your plate. Focus on that 30-gram target. You are doing an incredible job, and I am so proud of the commitment you are showing to your future self. Stay strong, stay fueled, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3 of our longevity challenge.